Really, what we're really trying to do is get out to different airports across the United States and educate passengers on the right way to travel with firearms and other items. There's a lot of resources out there that's available to passengers. A couple being the TSA website, www.tsa.gov. We also have an app that we developed as well called MyTSA. So if you're ever traveling and you don't know if something is allowed or not, you can go onto that app or the website. We have a tool called the Can I Bring Mine tool, where you can type it in and it'll let you know if you can bring it in your carry-on bag, your check bag, or if it's not allowed at all. But both of those resources also have the information on how to travel properly with a firearm.
When you look at the various violations, what is the one or two things that people continue to make mistakes on? What do they do wrong?
Probably the biggest problem we have nationwide is people bring firearms to the checkpoint. In about 99% of the cases, folks are telling us that they either didn't know the firearm was in the bag or that somebody packed the bag for them and they didn't know that the firearm was in it. So the biggest thing we need to get out to everyone is to check what you have with you before you come to the airport. A lot of people are multi-purposing bags now, so they may go to the range with a firearm and use the same bag to travel. And we find a lot of loose ammunition that way as well, outside of just firearms. So if you're going to use the same bag, really double check that bag. But always do a sweep of all your belongings before you come to the airport, and you're going to save yourself a lot of problems.
And you said for the traveling public, rules are a little different in most situations with local municipalities or police departments. It could be a different rule. If you bring a gun to the airport, you may face a different charge, or is it standard federal charge?
Well, gun laws, the laws are different from state to state, but the constant is that TSA is always going to have the ability to assess a civil penalty if you bring a firearm to the checkpoint. And that can go up to a max of $7,500 in the first offense.
But it's important to know that ammunition has to be separate from the gun and put in a separate case.
Yeah, we make sure that your firearm is completely unloaded. Sometimes, and we've had this problem before as well, where someone will take the magazine out with the bullets in it, but there'll still be one chambered in the firearm. So make sure that you unchamber any rounds, make sure that there are none in the magazine, and make sure that they're all stored properly in the magazine.
And of course, if a person has a concealed carry permit, that has nothing to do with traveling with a weapon on an airplane.
Yeah, carry permit aside, you may be able to carry it through the airport depending on whatever the local or state law is. But once you hit that checkpoint, it is federal. So you are not allowed to carry anywhere on the secure area of the airport.
I suspect a lot of times people are just embarrassed this happens.
Well, we hear, like I said, we hear a variety of different things from I didn't know it was in the bag or somebody packed it for me, to utter surprise that there was a firearm in there in the first place. So really, it's really urging passengers to be vigilant of what they have on them on their person and in their bag. We've had firearms on the person when you come to the checkpoint before too. So make sure that you're really paying attention to what you're doing when you travel. And I think that part of it is we've gotten into a culture of rushing when we travel. So people, throw a bag together. They'll head to the airport real quick and just try and rush the security to get on the airplane. So take a few minutes, breathe, do a sweep of your bag, and make sure you have everything done properly.